Nobody's.
It's actually going to be.
Does it actually happen?
It's an interesting leadership challenge trying to get gamers to do
anything.
Tactical movement.
Yeah, as realistic as practical stuff.
One of those, which is harder, to take soldiers and make them and get them to play video games effectively, or to make gamers do?
Oh no, it's gamers. It's gamers. Gamers doing it's gamers.
Gamers are way harder.
Now you know
to
why
get
I
to
didn't
do
stand
anything.
up and now you know why I didn't put my hand up and say, yeah, sure, I'll do that shit.
Once again, I will point out the emblem I use and why I didn't listen.
Then again, I'm also not the 11 Bang Bang. I'm the Cavs house.
So I don't know, Fog, how you see this or the rest of the leadership sees it, but when I think about like the structure we already have in place, I kind of see like the first surface combat element as people who want to do FPS, but it's not necessarily their main thing, and it's mainly PvE.
What the hell? Why can't I get up that?
It's kind of looser, you know? It's kind of a looser, like, not as serious thing.
We haven't really gotten serious about anything yet. It's kind of the big discussion that's going on in leadership right now.
I mean, just theory crafting. I'm just telling you the way I imagine it. That's all.
Was anybody else able to get up that ramp?
No.
On the side of this module? Why is it?
No, I tried jumping up it. I don't know how many times. I couldn't get up it.
It's like you're supposed to be able to get in.
Drake couldn't get it up.
Nope.
I mean, get up it.
No, Drake couldn't get up it.
To be fair, I didn't even try.
Yeah. What happens when you try to grab the door hand, the lintel?
The lentil?
The lintel of the door.
Yeah,
Door frame.
there's no real way we can really take it too serious. I mean, at least until we get the server mesh.
Well, no, I have to disagree with you there. Like, I know it's a pain in the ass and it doesn't work very well, right? But like how seriously you take it, that's something that happens in your own head. And I'm not saying it should be like a super serious thing. I'm not saying that at all, because it's a game and we should have fun with it, you know.
But yeah, there's patterns of behavior that we can.
But the way you
on.
and the way you think about it, that's in your head. How seriously you take it is in your head. And
mechanical restriction, not a mental restriction. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the game mechanics do not support. Like we got 5 people and we about crashed the server. You know.
Yeah, that is a pain in the ass for sure. But I mean, you can still sort of like, you can still kind of go through the motions and practice.
Lay the groundwork.
Yeah, even if the game isn't really
Well, I mean, there's
quite
no way
there
we
yet.
could like man like an Idris or anything like that because it's just not.
Right.
It's not possible. That's, I mean, 80
That's
people
true.
in the ship, and there's no
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. But like right now, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 guys right now. That's just about an infantry squad. So like for, it's kind of hard because
It's an overstrength fire team.
yeah, pretty much. It's really hard because we don't have enough people to like fill in. Like if this were an actual op, there'd just be way more people. So, but you can still like if you're into that kind of thing, you can still sort of like role play basically, right? Like, yeah,
That's the idea.
Mechanics aren't.
I'm into role play.
Oh yeah. Oh God, don't. This is. Let's change the subject. I should have brought up the. But yeah, that's the idea, right? Like, as realistic as practical. So you could totally role play a fire team, and it's kind of hard because you don't have enough people to do air support and the airlift operations and things like that. You kind of have to fudge it a little bit, but you can still kind of like I think Brat. I think Brat's way into it.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I'm guessing partly because it's novel to her, but she like seems genuinely interested in like learning how the military does different things. And like for my part, I have no idea about the aviation side, and that's what drew me in. Was Fog is like teaching real world shit for combat aviation in Star Citizen, and that's, I mean,
As much
fighter
as
pilots
possible.
are way cooler. Fighter pilots are way cooler than grunts, right? Like everybody knows that.
Yeah, we're kind of
But-
below in the scrotum hole.
Yeah, totally bottom of the scrotum. But you know, Brat seems interested in the like ground pounding infantry side as much as I'm interested in the sort of like fighter pilot side, because I don't know about that, so it's more interesting to me than the ground pounding part. There we go. But anyway, I mean, so
Also, I am just one of nature's natural passengers. Like, my default is to get into the passenger seat, so.
yeah.
To be honest, I see me. I know my limitations. I know that my reflexes aren't. I know that I'm not a natural pilot. I can fly okay, but you know, I'm not a fighter pilot. I'm an aerial bus driver. I'm the dropship pilot. But you know, when it comes to ground ops, I mean, you know, I'm pretty decent as a as part of a squad. It's more of my expertise. My expertise is in vehicular combat. Is mounted vehicle ops.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, there's like a whole nother layer on top of the whole thing, because we all have our real life experience, but then figuring out how to get that into the game and making it fun for gamers is like a whole fucking other layer.
Well, yeah.
Which is kind of what makes this whole thing interesting for me, is because I am not like, it's been years since I was in the military. That's not my profession anymore.
When did you get out, Bomo?
But it's fun to teach, and it's fun to like revisit that stuff. But then the most interesting part to me is figuring out how to like mesh what I know from my real world training and education and experience into the gaming world and getting gamers into it.
Yeah.
So I discharged in 2009, actually.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That was.
But I
When-
try to
when-
like
when-
I
when
I
did
try to
09?
keep
When?
I try to keep up on stuff. Like I very much consider that like that was a very formative part of my life, and it's very much a part of who I am.
There's no way we
So
can get up
I
there.
perfectly understand, man.
I try to like kind of stay up on some of the general knowledge base and knowledge transfer stuff. Look at Brat's fucking down here pulling security out of the back of this fucking Cutlass like a boss.
Gotta play
Brat,
this.
I love you.
Like this.
So yeah,
Who's
it's
that
been a
on
long
who's
time
that on
for
the
me,
turret?
man. That's
Red?
Parker.
Yeah.
Is that Parker on the turret?
Oh, it's
Nope.
red, just blasting shit. So yeah, just making it like figuring out what the best parts of realism to bring into it to make it feel authentic, but still have it be fun. And that's kind of the approach of Star Citizen in general, right? Like they've said that they want to make it as realistic as possible, and then dial it back to where it's like fun for general gaming community. I don't know. I've also had way too many drinks tonight.
No, I mean,
ramble at this point.
It happens.
alcohol is good for loosening up the brain.
In vino veritas.
And, well, that's actually, oops. I wish I had peripheral vision.
And if we were doing something more structured and serious, I actually wouldn't drink, because my actual professionalism would kick in. But
God, it's out in here.
Yeah, no, what you've been saying is a lot of, it overlaps a lot with what we wound up talking about tonight or this afternoon in leadership meeting. Just sort of, how do we take the game and sort of acknowledge its limitations and then work around them rather than let ourselves get caught up in frustration by them.
yeah. And you just, like, the goal is to have fun, right? It's a fucking game.
Mhm.
It is a game. You know, playing army is way funner than actually being in the army, and it should be. But
All right, I think we're all aboard. Yes.
No, you're missing one.
yeah.
Hold on.
is Fog
You
taking
coming
the?
with us? Okay, so you're not flying yourself back?
There you guys go.
All right, Drake. Oh, are you coming? No. What'd you do? Drop off a grenade?
Nope. One of me's in there with you.
Oh,
Oh.
the invisible.
The dead one.
Oh, we can't see the body. You, man.
I floated the body into your hold.
We've got
Yeah,
a
we
ghost.
can't see the body. That's fucked up. All right,
We're haunted.
I gotta get a sec. I gotta get. Oh, wait. Oh, we're maneuvering. Oh God.